Welcome back here to Live Now from Fox. A live look in Ukraine. Again, a lot of folks were anticipating a possible invasion here today after some of those comments from the Ukrainian president earlier here this week. Today, they have been holding a day of unity, but we've continued to just keep an eye on this tension. We've even had some of our NATO leaders saying they have not seen a withdrawal of Russian forces, as President Putin had originally said. President Biden had said that they actually have been seeing an increase from the number that they had said before. 150,000 Russian forces are now massed near Ukraine and in Belarus, and this is an increase from that estimated 130,000 number that we had been hearing previously. So it's only continued to climb. I remember originally they said there was nearly 100,000, then it was more than 100,000, then 130,000. Now we're up to 150,000. So Russian foreign minister did say on Wednesday that if Britain puts new sanctions on us, our parliament will want to, in fact, will be obliged to put analogous sanctions on those who make their career ratings popularity on the bias of Russophobia. So again, a lot of different countries have been talking about package of sanctions if Moscow does invade Ukraine. British Prime Minister Boris Johnson warned Russia that they'd be facing a very, very tough package of sanctions if that did happen. And we also had our Ukrainians doing a day of unity. So they actually did have a Ukraine flag that was unfolded at the Olympsky Stadium in Kiev, Ukraine. It was a 200-meter long flag that was unfolded. And again, they still do have quite a few officials warning of a Russian invasion could happen as early as today on this day of unity. And they're encouraged to wear their colors proud, put their flags up across the country, and continue to be on alert. So we'll still be monitoring this situation. Obviously, this has been a top story we've been covering here over these last few weeks. And as we've mentioned, leaders saying that they are not seeing, as President Putin has said, a decrease or a de-escalation of those troops at the border. Tensions still going to remain on high alert. And of course, Live Now from Fox going to stay on top of this story.